what we're talking about?
Yeah.
That because you feel I make more money, I should continue to be paying all the rent like I've ever been
That's
paying?
not the only reason. You are the breadwinner. You're the man of the house. I feel like it's just like a traditional thing for you to pay
know
rent.
What I feel like we're best friends, right? You say we're best friends.
Yes,
we're
but
in a
I'm also
relationship.
your woman and your fiance.
Okay.
So I'm not just your best friend.
When I go out with my friends,
yes,
my
but I'm
best
not
friends,
just your best friend.
When we go out to eat, just because I might have more money, don't mean I always got to pay the tab.
Okay,
you know,
so you guys go half.
If I got a good week and we go out and I offer to pay, cool. But sometimes my friends offer to pay for me too.
Is your best friend taking care of the home?
Plan on offering
Is your
to pay
best friend
rent?
taking care of your home?
No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about paying the rent.
But you want to use a situation like a best friend, right? My name is on the
both
lease.
Of our names.
As a man, you should be paying rent. Now I'll help out with groceries. I'll help out with other things, right?
But I'm talking
Gas,
about the
all that stuff. The rent
I
is your responsibility.
They don't even know how much the rent is. It's a lot of money.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No.
Don't matter.
No.
Wow. I mean, are women our daughters or our girlfriends our wife? What is the relationship like? I mean, why should men have to pay for everything? But I'm getting to that in a minute. So here's what the beautiful Landish said on Twitter. She said, if a man asks you to move in with him and has you split the rent, he tricked you into being a roommate. Shrugging emoji. Then in the comments, she said, is a roommate. Laughing, crying emoji. Haha, isn't that funny, Sky? Heifer. Now, everybody knows that I'm Team Pretty Girl. Landish is one of the finest women on reality TV. And she's mixed. And she's a red bone. So I'm not going to say anything bad about the pretty girl. I'm not going to throw her under the bus. I'm not going to shade her. I'm not going to try to act like she's not one of the prettiest girls I've ever seen. She's bad as shit. But I just got to keep it 100% trill with that ass. Now, she going to sit up there and try to act like she wants to be in this traditional relationship. Well, okay, Sally, what is so traditional about living with a boyfriend? I mean, is he your husband or is he your boyfriend? If you want to be traditional, then you can't be cooped up with some man living up with him in the same fucking dwelling without being legally married. If you really want to be traditional. Now, before I finish going on in, let me tell you what Drewski had to say about it all on Instagram. He said, as the man in the relationship, is it my job to pay all of the rent? I disagree. But what are your thoughts? Hashtag let's be honest. Dude, is she your daughter or is she your girlfriend? You're not even married to her. So you have to spend all your damn money while she gets to keep most of her money. And then if things don't work out, then that's just a bill that you had to eat because you had to temporarily take care of her because you're her guardian or something. I mean, are you her man or are you her daddy? I mean, which one is it? See, females try to play this game with men sometimes where they act like they want to be traditional. But it's like, if you want to be traditional, why are we fucking without being married? Why are we living together without being married? You know, am I your first? Did you give me your... That's traditional. You're a virgin on your wedding night and your husband's the first one to hit it. We don't hear almost anybody talking about wanting to do that. But women want to hold on to the traditions that work for them. What is it? Most or damn near most of these women walking around, at least especially like black women, mixed women, have like children with 2 men minimum in their lifetime. And that's not even including abortions. Well, let's just be real here. You got all these women with all of these kids by all these different men. House looking like the goddamn United Nations, looking like a goddamn Village People's record video shoot and shit. And it's like, hold up, who's living a traditional life? And what is tradition? You guys are reality TV stars. He's a radio DJ. She's some fine fitness goddess. I need to take her image off my screen. She's too pretty for me to be looking at. All right. Anyways, I had to move that shit off the screen. That one's fine as shit. Anyways, the point is this though. Damn, what was I talking about? Let me clear my mind. Okay, I got her image out of my mind because I can't be thinking about all that fineness while I'm trying to break this shit down. But women want to try to play the traditional card, like when it comes to, for example, a man approaching them. Well, a man should approach me because that's traditional. A man should open a door for me because that's traditional. That's just what a man should do. A man should pay for things because that's traditional. And then When you say something to them like, you know what, I don't want you to work, I want you to stay your ass home and be a stay-at-home wife, they're like, no, I want to work and make my own money and plus keep it too. And that's really what this all comes down to, is women not wanting to compromise, women not wanting to be equal, women wanting to have their cake and eat it too. Women, a lot of the times, are not ready for true equality. And when equality, rather the idea of equality comes into discussion, women cringe. Like when you start talking about actually being 50-50 with the woman, it's like they want to be in charge sometimes. And you're like, no, I am the man, I'm in charge. And you're like, well, no, I'm taking over. And you're like, wait a second. I thought you wanted me to be a man. I thought you wanted us to be traditional and all this stuff. It's like women want to conveniently do things when it behooves them, when they feel as if, you know what I want right now in this moment is to do whatever the fuck I want to do. And that's what it all actually boils down to, is that a lot of women want to act like little girls and they want to just say, you know what, well fuck it then. You know, they want to act like, well, my parents aren't home and I'm here all by myself and I'm just gonna just put my feet on this table. I'm gonna drink out of containers in the refrigerator. I'm gonna forget all of my home training, forget everything that I was taught to do. I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do, because who gonna check me, boo? To quote the beautiful, who was it that said that? It was somebody fine that said that. Who gonna check me, boo? From the Real Housewives. What's her name? Sheree Whitfield. Yes, another fine woman. Yeah, there you go. Anyways, the point is this though, man. Women want to play this game of I'ma do what I want to do when I want to do it, and then if something fucked up happens, the man has to come save me. Because that's a part of a man's job too, is that I fuck shit up and then you come help me clean it up. Even if you get screwed over in the midst of things, as a man, it's just what you're supposed to do. You're just supposed to cater to me. And that's the issue. Women creating messes and men having to clean it up. And honestly, not really getting shit for it. It's unbelievable. But this is America in 2017. Thanks to all this feminism and liberalism and conservatism. Liberalism and conservatism. I can't even say the words. Liberalism and conservatism and all this other bullshit. All these different ideologies and stuff like that. How about just treating people the way you want to be treated? What about just being truly equal and calling people out on this shit? Thank God DJ Drewski didn't do like some men do and just go along with whatever the woman said. And as you can see, she was getting very agitated as she was speaking to him, because she's like, shit, I'm a woman. Why won't he shut up? Listen, I don't care what anybody says, my Jesus. That was the impression that she gave me. The look on her face, the way that she was acting, she was turning into a woman fire. When you go against a woman's word, sometime, what women do, it's as if their brain, well, you know, we have thought trees. It's like their thought trees get set on fire. It's like their head's on fire. They're like, they just can't believe it. They're infuriated. They're like, what the fuck? They're like, are you really going back on my word? I know I'm rambling like hell right now. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just like zoned out. Anyways, the point is this though. Women sometimes will just completely just lose it when they lose control. Because a lot of women look at relationships like this. Like, look, I'm a woman. I have the vagina and I'm in control anyway. That's the way a lot of women in America look at relationships pretty much throughout the relationship, until a man puts his damn foot down. They're like, oh shit, I'm not really running shit. That's why women a lot of times look so smug. That's why when, as they're talking in the car, Sky just kind of had this smirk on her face like, you're not going to win this argument. I win by default. I have this golden fortune cookie in between my milky silky thighs, and it supersedes any damn thing that you can say. I know you may think that you have some phallic power, but sir, I have the golden ticket between my legs. Okay? I win. I was born with the cheat code. I have it right here. It's in my pants. All right. She basically whipped out her vagina and slapped him like how you cock slap a chick. She basically coochie slapped him. She slapped him with the slit. You know, basically what she's saying to him is like, look, dude, you're a man. And in the society that we live in, no, fuck it, in the world that we live in, men are just supposed to do certain things by default, automatically, because it's just part of being a man. She tried to play the gender card with him, like, well, you're a man, so by default you do this. You lift the heavy boxes. You pay the rent. You know what I mean? You should know these things. Why are you arguing these things with me? How dare you? Of course you're supposed to pay the rent. I'm your girlfriend. Not your wife. Your girlfriend. So, what DJ, see, this is why I couldn't have been in the car with them. She would have been crying when I was done talking to her. No, she would have probably kicked me out the fucking car. No, she would have probably been like, Drewski, kick his ass. Kick that midget's ass. Beat the shit out that little midget. Meat Magazine. Beat the midget up. Knock him out his wheelchair. You know, look at me revealing all my secrets. Now y'all know I'm a midget in a wheelchair. Oh, I already told y'all that shit. Anyways, the point is this though, my Christ. You know, it's really messed up because what she's basically saying is this: I don't care about your feelings because me being a woman supersedes your needs. I understand that what you're saying, Drewski, is that it's not fair. But actually, fairness doesn't exist. Fear does not factor into this discussion simply because me being a woman supersedes anything that you could ever say. I'm a woman, by default, I win. This is the curse of feminism right here taking place. This is misandry. This is misogyny in reverse. Could you imagine if he made demands and basically told her, like, in so many words, like, babe, no matter what you say, you're a fucking woman. You know, you're supposed to make me that sandwich. It could be something as dumb as that, you know, and women will start tripping. She's saying that the money that he earns is his money and her money is her money. Let me find out DJ Drewski's a simp. Okay, let me stop being stupid. No, but seriously, all jokes aside though, my Jesuses, think about it. Now, here's what she could have said. Okay, Drewski, let's compromise. Until we get married, while we are in this relationship, but not legally married, I will pay half of the rent. How about that? Once we're legally married, then you have to take over the full rent. She could have said that, but as a woman, of course she's not going to say that because it doesn't work in her advantage. Let me show you guys something though real quick. Now, let me bust out the calculator. We don't know how expensive their rent is. If I'm not mistaken, they live in freaking New York. I'm pretty sure they live in New York. Let me see. How much could their rent be? You know, I'm not going to say it's, you know, $5,000 a month or anything like that. Let's say $3,000 a month. Nah, as a matter of fact, let's make it, let me see. $3,250 times 12 months. That's $39,000. Let's say the rent is $3,250 a month. That'll be $39,000 a year, nearly $40,000. Because the way that he's talking about it is if it's pretty expensive, it's pretty pricey. You know, even with his salary, you know, dude is probably making pretty good money. You know, he's on Power 105, if I'm not mistaken. And he's on TV, and she's on TV too. So, or at least they were on Love and Hip Hop New York season 7, right? But anyways, the point is this though. So let's just say, for example, the rent is $3,250 a month, $39,000 a year. So that's nearly $40,000, damn near $40,000. So that's a decent car right there. $39,000, you know. So boom. Let's just say that that's their rent. Now, let's say, for example, they were together for, let's say 4 years. So 39,000 times 4 equals $156,000. You could buy a house down south with that. All right, so $156,000. Let's just say that they were together for 4 years. Them not legally being married, she decides that she wants to walk out of the damn relationship. Okay? So he doesn't need to live in this. I don't know where they live, but let's just say, for example, for 4 years, he spent 156 grand living in a badass place. And if he was a bachelor, he wouldn't be living like that. But he got this badass place to impress her, to keep her happy, to keep her feeling good, a place that she could show off to her friends that they want to come over and shit like that, her family, stuff like that, make him look like he's this great provider and everything like that. And, so one day she decides to leave him. So boom, he spent 156 grand on that place for 4 years. She walks out, they're not legally married. So boom, $78,000. If you cut it in half, it would be $78,000 if she was paying half of the rent the whole time. But since she's not, he has to eat the whole $156,000 cost. So here he is, fucked out of $78,000, gets no woman, nobody to cuddle with that night, loses this fine, extra beautiful Landish she's bad as shit, boy. That girl is beautiful. Nice body, pretty face, beautiful hair. She's bad as hell. So he loses his beautiful, what he thought was going to be his future wife, and plus more than the average American makes in a fucking year. So he loses all that, and that's not even including the other stuff that they have to pay for. But that's just rent alone. So he loses all this money, and he loses his woman because she decides to walk out the relationship. That's not even factoring the fact that if they actually did get married and for some reason ended up getting divorced, how much it would cost them. It's like men have to assume the financial risk. If you're married already, more than likely the man is going to get fucked. He's going to lose the kids. He's going to lose his house. He's going to lose half his bank account. He's going to lose half his shit and more because he loses the kids. Right? In almost all cases, most cases. But then when you're just dating, why do I have, actually, I think they may be engaged, but why should I have to risk everything or at least risk a lot financially if we're just in a relationship? I mean, we're not married. You're not my wife. I mean, the whole point of us being in this relationship is supposed to lead up to that point. But, it really makes things difficult when your pretty ass woman that's laying next to you is like, that rent's due, better go pay that. But anyway, this is all my opinion. What do I know? Man, I'm just an asshole with a microphone. And I'm not saying that Sky is wrong. I mean, first of all, she's fine as hell and she's a red bone. I don't know how to act when the red bone's in the room. That's why I've been acting silly during this whole video because, I had her image on my screen and I was very giddy. But anyways, this is all my opinion. What do I know? And I know she doesn't want me. She has vanilla fever, okay? She prefers her chocolate white, and I'm a very dark, crunchy chocolate bar with nuts in it. As y'all know, I have bumps and warts all over my body, and I'm as black as the night sky, 3 feet tall, 555 pounds, and in a wheelchair. So I know that she doesn't want me. I'm not saying these nice things about Sky because she wants me. I'm just saying it because it's true. She's fine as shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just give pretty girls their props. Even when I think something that's to the contrary of what they're saying, because I don't call pretty girls wrong, ever. I learned my lesson. But anyways, I'll tell you all the story another time. Shout out to Sky, shout out to Drew. I'm sorry that you guys are having this problem in your relationship. It sucks. I know that you guys love each other. It's just that Sky loves herself more. Oh, I was just going to say that. No, but seriously, you see how women are? I got to stick up for the men right now. You see how women are? They be really looking out for themselves first, period. And you got to think about the different ways that your exes have burned you. And don't get blinded by the fact that you have this beautiful woman smiling in your face and kissing you and telling you, I love you, baby. Because when it comes down to it, she's gonna look out for her. You spent all that time looking out for her too. Sometimes you gotta, as a man, put your fucking foot down and be like, dude, I'm gonna look out for me. Because women are damn sure gonna do them. Look at how many women have taken men to court, took the children, took the house, took everything. Damn, they took your mouth, your money, your house, damn near your mouth. Just took everything they could, my Jesus. But anyways, this is all my opinion. I'm still a Skylandish fan. But it is what it is. I just had to call her out because I'm sorry. I'm not saying that I went against the pretty girl. Y'all know I'm team pretty girl for life. I'm just saying, though, I had to speak up for the guys because I am a guy at the end of the day. Even if I am a little guy in a wheelchair. A little midget. But anyways, let me know what y'all think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine, Meat Magazine 7 on Google+, Meat Magazine blog and Instagram. Be sure to hit that notification button. It's right next to the subscribe button. It looks like a bell. Man, I wish it looked like Sky and all that fineness. Shoot. But yeah, it looks like a bell. Once you click that button, you'll be sent alerts to be notified when new videos get posted.